Let's do it. So we'll start today seated in Sukhasana. Find yourself in a comfortable seat and just take a moment to come into your body and find your way into this moment on your yoga mat, being present and ready to move and breathe. And then when you're ready, close your eyes. Give your jaw a little wiggle and take a scan of your body from the top of your head, just tracking down at your own speed, down through the body to your toes. And just notice if there's anywhere that you can soften, anywhere that you don't need to be holding on, anywhere you can relax, maybe your belly, your arms, your legs, your hands, your feet, your glutes. And then when you get to your toes, just track that journey back up again. Notice if there's anywhere on the way back up that might have engaged where it didn't need to as you focus on other parts of your body with your body scan. So just breathing and checking in with yourself. And begin to lengthen your breath. So just letting those inhales get longer, expanding your belly, allowing that diaphragm to lower, engaging your healing response. And as you exhale, let the breath just really flow out to the very base of your exhale. Notice how the body responds as you change the rhythm of your breath to a slightly slower, more steady rhythm. And without any effort or strain, so just letting those breaths be smooth and nurturing. Filling your body up with oxygen. Long, deep, smooth breaths. And today we focus on trusting your path and that you are exactly where you need to be on your journey. Just allowing yourself to surrender to that and know that your life and your path is unique. No need to compare to anything or anyone else, and trust your journey, that you're in the right place at the right time. And take 5 more long, deep, nurturing breaths here. After your next exhale, just start to roll the shoulders. So take a few shoulder rolls as you breathe, easing out any tension from your upper back and shoulders. And then take those in the other direction as well. Great, and then slot your shoulders down your back, lift lightly through the crown of your head, bring your hands beside your body and sweep the arms up and around. So bring your fingertips up towards the sky And take your right hand down beside your body and lean over, so finding some space and a stretch in your side body. Soften your shoulders. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere that you could let go of, and then sweep back up, hands high, take the left hand down and stretch. Notice the stretch accentuating with the breath. And then peel back up through center. Going to take the right fingertips down the back, so bend your elbow, and your left hand can press on top of your elbow just to encourage that stretch into your biceps and triceps. Draw the belly button just slightly in towards the spine. And then lift both hands up and take it to the other side, so left fingertips drawing down the back. You can press your head just lightly into your arm to allow that opening through your chest as well. And then release both hands, and we're going to take the left arm above your head with the palm facing up, and the right arm comes on top, and then sweep so that the palms are palm to palm. Okay, and then pushing the arms up, but as you do so, you're pressing the right hand down into the left and the left hand up into the right. So this is quite strong. Roll your shoulders down your back, draw your belly button in towards your spine, and push, 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 push. You'll really feel your arms engaging. Long, deep breaths. I'm going to hold it for another breath. Really making this an active posture. Nice, then release, give the hands a little shake. And take it to the other side, so right hand down, palm facing up, left hand on top, and then slide palm to palm. Push the right hand up to the sky while you draw the left hand down on top of it and the elbows out. So really working this. Know that even if it's uncomfortable, it's really good for your muscles and your body. Deep breaths. Really pushing, pushing, pushing. One more breath. Awesome. And then release, give the arms a good shake out. And then bring them high, make fists. And we're going to flick the fingers away. So you're making fists and then flicking the hands, and draw the hands down and up around the body. So another really strong asana, but looks really simple, but is really engaging. So deep breaths. Stay with it. I'm going to do one more. And then next time you get your hands to the top, release and give the arms a good shake out. Awesome. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers and draw your shoulder blades together. So think broadening through your collarbones. Nice deep breath into your heart space. Exhale. And then take your hands to your left waist. So you've got your fists just slotted in beside your hip, and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. So to the same side as your fists. And just roll that opposite shoulder down and away a little bit to accentuate the stretch in your neck. Lift the head back up through center, bring the hands round to the opposite hip. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Lovely. Release, bring the arms out in front. Interlace your fingers and push the backs of the hands away from you. Ease into the upper back and shoulders. And then bring your hands up overhead, push the palms away, and just ease into the sides here. Roll over to one side, so just leaning over to one side. Back up through center and over to the other side. Back up through center. Bring your hands to your knees and just drop your chin to your chest. With an inhale, we're going to roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And then exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Just really softly allowing the head to be as heavy as it is, so not putting any extra strain as you make semicircles down towards your chin and then over to one ear. Down to your chin and over to the other. Maybe your eyes are closed here. Great. Bring your chin back through center, lift the face, and then just lift the chin up towards the sky. Tuck it down towards your chest. Lift up towards the sky, lengthen the throat, and down towards your chest. 2 more. Nice. Back through center, and then release your legs. Give them a shake out if they need it. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet to the floor, about hip distance apart, and the hands behind you, fingertips facing your heels. Inhale to lift your hips. Exhale, sit the hips back down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, seated. And then this time come all the way up and stay put, lifting the hips up to the sky. Chin is tucked. Deep breath. And then sit your hips down and come all the way down to lying on your back. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock side to side. And you can take little circles with the knees, so just massaging out your sacrum, and notice your muscles against your yoga mat. Just massaging out and how it feels. Great. Lift your feet up to the sky. Flex the feet. Toes towards your nose. Heels up to the ceiling. And bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart space. Elbows can be resting against the floor either side of you. And just take a few breaths here in this inversion. Breathe into your hands. Know that you've got this. Just tune in with you and your unique path, where you're at, and just really trusting. Awesome. Then bend your knees, bring your feet wide, and bring your hands to the outside edge of your feet or to your calves or your ankles, drawing the knees into your armpits for happy baby, and just rock side to side here. If it feels okay to lengthen one leg than the other, then go ahead. Nice. See if you can keep your sacrum in contact with the floor. So lovely long spine. And then release happy baby. Bring the shins parallel to the sky and your hands on your knees. Draw the knees into your chest. Inhale. Exhale, sweep them wide and push the knees away from you. So breaststroke legs or frog legs, making circles. Inhale and exhale. We're easing into the hips and switching on your core muscles as the legs move away from your body. And then take those in the other direction as well. So swapping the direction of your leg circles, your hip circles. And keep the breaths long and smooth. Nice. Bring your knees back into your chest. Hug them in and bring your forehead up to your knees. So make yourself into a nice ball and maybe rocking here if that feels nice for you, or being in stillness. And then relax your upper body back down to the floor. Bring the knees directly over the hips. Bring your hands behind the back of your head, interlace your fingers, so cupping your head in your hands. Inhale, and exhale, lengthen the right leg away, bring your right elbow to your left knee, tuck the tailbone to your chin. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left leg extends, left elbow, right knee. Inhale through center. Exhale, right leg extends, spread the toes. Inhale through center. Exhale, left leg extends, left elbow, right knee. Draw that tailbone up towards the sternum. Come back through center and take these with your own rhythm, your own breath. We're going to take 3 more on each side. So really engaging those abs. 2 more on each side. Building up your core muscles. 1 more on each side. Well done. And then release. Bring your feet to the floor about mat distance apart. And just windscreen wiper the knees down to one side and then the other. Long deep breaths. Breathing into the belly. So into the lowest chambers of your lungs and stretching those tummy muscles as you breathe. Awesome. Leave your knees over on one side and just open your hands out, arms wide, palms facing up to the sky. Deep breath here. And then sweep the knees over to the other side and just leave them there for a breath or 2. Bring the knees back up through center, and with the feet mat distance apart and the knees resting against each other in the center, just take a breath here. Then heel toe your feet together. Bring the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees open wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Deep breath. Awesome. Bring the feet to the floor, so soles of the feet in contact with your mat, and so the heels are close enough to your glutes that you can just brush your heels with your fingers. Inhale to peel the spine up off the mat. So you're just really letting some movement come into the spine. Exhale to replace the spine vertebra by vertebra. Inhale to peel up. Exhale down. Our spinal column is seen as like this channel of energy, and it's also where the chakras are all like placed kind of along the spine. So just moving through these rolls is really great for removing tension and blockages and stuck energy. Just finding some space, movement, lubrication around your spine. Warming up your body for the rest of your day. Squeeze your glutes as you rise up. Awesome. Next time you bring the hips high, just take a breath there. So press the feet into the floor. And then lower your spine back down, vertebra by vertebra. Hug the knees into the chest, arms around the shins. Bring your head up to your knees. And then hands behind the back of your knees and rock and roll your body along your mat. Long deep breaths. And we're going to come up into boat. So Navasana, use your core, rise up. Amazing, well done, guys. Roll the shoulders down your back, lift through the crown of your head. Shins parallel to the sky, hands behind the knees or palms facing up. Keep that chest drawing towards the thighs. Smile. Awesome. And then bring your feet so they're mat distance apart. You can use one hand behind and one hand in front to lift up into Malasana. And do use a block underneath your seat or your heels if you like. Arms on the inside edge of your thighs. Nice long spine. Great. Bring the hands to the floor, lift the hips, drop the head, and heel toe your feet to hip distance apart. And with the knees a little bent here, just let your upper body cascade down over your lower body. Give the head a nod, a gentle shake, give the jaw a wiggle. Deep breaths into your belly. Maybe bring your hands to opposite elbows and take ragdoll, so bend one knee then the other. Or maybe stillness feels best, so just tuning in. And then release your arms, and we're going to roll up from the base of the spine, so nice deep bend in the knees. Rolling up to standing. And when you get to the top, tuck the chin and roll back down again. And softness in your knees and in your whole body. When you reach for your forward fold, roll back up. And then when you get to standing, tuck the chin and roll back down. And just rolling up one more time. Lovely, everyone. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders down the back in one direction and then the other. Lovely. Feet hip distance apart. Lift your toes, spread them out wide, place them back down again. Draw the belly button lightly in towards the spine. Lift the crown of the head and open your palms. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and then take your right hand in front and left hand behind. Both palms can be facing forwards. Lift the arms back up, and exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. See if you can keep your pelvis slightly parallel, so facing forwards. So this twist is more in the upper back. Take your right hand forward, left hand behind. Sweep the arms up, left hand forward, right hand behind. Bring your arms back up through center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, with as big a bend in your knees as you like, fold down over your legs. Arms drawing out towards your head, so just let the shoulders hang, the fingers interlaced. And then engage your core and your thighs and come back up to standing. Open the feet out so that they're at a slight angle. About legs distance apart. Take one hand down the side of your leg and lift the left arm up to the sky. Side stretch. And then following that raised arm, fold down over your leg. And walk the hands through center and over to your other leg. And then take your left hand down your left leg or whatever side you're using and raise that other arm up. So side stretch into the other side. Amazing, everyone. Looking great. Rise back up through center. We'll take that once again. So leaning into your side stretch and then fold down over your leg. Walk the hands to the other side. Sweep up into your side stretch. And then come back through center. Open the palms. We're going to take the right hand over to the left foot up through center, left hand to the right. So just touching your toes, these toe taps, engage your core, feel your belly muscles working, switching on. Take 2 more on each side. Lovely. And then release the hands, maybe bring your feet to about shoulder width apart and sweep over one shoulder then the other, lifting your opposite heel and just really working through that spine. Awesome. Slowly coming back to center. Hands to your hips and then take hip circles. So disco hips. In one direction, these can be as big or as small as you like. And then in the other direction as well. Nice. Coming back through center and stepped into Tadasana at the top of your mat. Take a moment to feel your mountain pose, strong, grounded, sturdy. Just connecting with that mountain archetype. Then inhale, sweep the arms up around the head, palms touch. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, right foot steps back and drop the knee, rise up into crescent lunge. And bring your hands to frame your front foot, tuck the back toe and step into plank position. Knees up or down, your choice. And then drop the knees, hug the elbows close into your ribs, bring your chin and chest low. Inhale into low cobra. Exhale, push on up through the knees into downward facing dog. And make this downward dog as still or as fluid as you feel like today. So just tuning in with what you need out of your practice. Remember, you can take child's pose at any point. Just listen to your body. Great. With an inhale, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale, sweep it through the hands, drop your back knee. Inhale, lift into crescent lunge. Soften your shoulders. If you're holding tight, just allow your edges to relax. And bring your hands to the floor, step forwards into a halfway lift. Fold down over your legs. Inhale, sweep up to standing. Exhale the hands through your heart center. Release your palms. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, crescent lunge. So same on this side. Exhale, hands to the floor, step into plank position. Again, knees up or down. Squeeze the glutes slightly, engage your abs, so zipping up from your pelvis to your sternum and lengthen the crown of the head from the heels. Then drop your knees, hug the elbows close into the ribs, bring your chin and chest low. Inhale, low cobra. If your spine feels ready, then pushing up into a higher cobra, but just be conscientious. Exhale, peel down, tuck your toes and push up and back into downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, long exhale. And just spread your fingers. Notice if your knuckles are in contact with the floor. Just encourage that real spread and that connection through your hands and your feet. Tuck your heels just slightly out of sight. With an inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, sweep it through the hands. Inhale into crescent lunge. Hands to the mat, step the back foot forwards, rise up into your halfway lift, and then fold over your legs. With an inhale, sweep up to standing, palms touch. Exhale the hands through, heart center, Anjali Mudra, and just take a moment here. Feel all four corners of your feet in contact with your mat. Feel strong and stable, connected. Then release your hands. With an inhale, sweep the arms up around the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, right foot steps back, this time into a high lunge, so with the knee off the mat. Scissor the hips off, so left hip slightly back, right hip forwards. Left knee over the ankle. Draw the floating ribs in. Then bring your hands down to the floor, keep them where they are, and we're just going to bend and straighten that front knee. So lifting the hips up and back, and then bending into the knee. You can push your back heel down towards the floor as well behind you. Long deep breaths. Nice. Next time you come into your bent knee position, move the hands forwards about a hand's distance and then kick the back leg up off the floor. Doesn't matter how high. I'm just going to pulse it here, a couple of pulses. And then draw the knee in towards your chin and your chin towards your knee. Inhale to lengthen the leg away and lengthen your chest away from your thigh. And then bend the knee to the nose. Length, bend, length, bend. Nice. Then keep that leg extended. Press into your left ankle and see if you can bring your hands to your hips and lift up into Warrior 3. So body in a kind of horizontal. Then step the right foot back. Well done, guys. High lunge. Well done. Amazing. Give the fingers a wiggle. And then bring your hands down to the floor and step into plank position. And in plank, feel free to pulse forwards and backwards a little. This helps move into the wrist joints. And also is great for the shoulders, the core. You can do this on your knees as well. Great. Come back 3 plank and then down either knees, chest, chin or chaturanga, body in one long line. Inhale into a low cobra or a high cobra. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog, and take a long deep breath here. Exhale with a big sigh through your mouth. Inhale, raise your right leg up and back, bend your right knee and pop the hip up towards the sky, so opening through your hip flexor. Then take a circle with that hip in one direction and then in the other direction. Level the hips back off again and step the right foot through the hands, rise up, high lunge. Really lovely. Again, check in with your body. Level those hips off. Spread your toes. Lengthen the spine. Soften your shoulders. Fab. Bring your hands down to the floor and lengthen and bend that front knee. Pushing the hips down and back. If the floor's like very far away and this feels like hard work, you can use blocks underneath your hands just to bring the floor closer to you. Blocks or books or something like that. Deep breath. Nice. Next time you come into your bent knee position, move the hands slightly forward so they're going to be underneath your shoulders, and lift your left leg up. Draw your forehead, the crown of your head down towards the floor in front of you. Nice, and then bend your knee to your nose. Think of your nose touching your knee and your knee touching your nose, so both directions, and then inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, length. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Well done, guys. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen the leg away. And then see if, like pressing up and out of that right hip joint, bring your hands to your hips. Use that core, engage your abdomen. Warrior 3. And then bending into the right leg, step the left foot back, sweep up, high lunge. Deep breaths. And then bring your hands to frame the front foot and step the back foot forwards. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, rise up to standing. Palms touch. Exhale the hands down through your heart center and take a moment here. Anjali Mudra. Gently pressing the palms in towards each other and opening the elbows up and out. Nice. Release your hands. And with an inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge the hips, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, left foot steps back, rise up, high lunge. Nice, then turn your back heel, 90 degrees, warrior 2. Front knee over your ankle, back foot in line with the short edge of your mat. Raise your toes, spread them out wide, place them back down. Gaze over your front middle finger. Think of your sternum being directly above your pelvis. And then flip your front palm and take the back hand down the back of the leg. Reverse your warrior. Reaching those fingertips up and over. Then float through warrior 2 into extended warrior. Arm can be straight up to the sky or over your left ear. And pressing the elbow into the thigh. Float back up, warrior 2. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Come on up through warrior 2 and extend. And then float back up through warrior 2. Turn the palms up to the sky, both of them. And then reverse that twist, so bringing the backs of the hands down towards the floor and the palms up to the sky the other way. So inhale, open, a bit like a Bollywood dancer, working into the arms and the shoulders. Well done. And then bring the backs of the hands back towards the sky, so into your warrior 2. Lengthen your front leg, inch the body forwards and find your way into Trikonasana. Arms in a vertical position. Spread those palms, spread the fingers. Gaze down at your foot or up at your left fingertips. And then float back up through Trikonasana, bend the front knee, bring your hands to the floor and drop your back knee down. Untuck your toe, keep your left hand where it is, under your shoulder, and peel the right arm up to the sky. So into this nice twist. Again, you can have a block underneath your left hand if you want. Bend your back knee, and if it's there for you, take your hand to your foot And press the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot. Release the foot, bring both hands to your mat, tuck your back toe and step into plank position. Lengthen the crown of the head from the heels, engage your whole body. So your whole body working and strengthening. Then come down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back. And then bend the left knee and pop that left hip up on top of the right. And then take a circle with your left knee in one direction. And in the other direction too. Lengthen that left leg away. And step the foot through the hands. Rise up, high lunge. Well done. Give your wrists a little shake if they need it. Then turn your back heel, warrior two. Gaze out over your left fingertips. So your drishti, your focal point, strong and sturdy in your foundation, and then lifting and light through your spine. Flip the front palm and take the back hand down the back of the leg, reverse your warrior. Float back up and extend your warrior. Again, engaging your own grace and fluidity of movement here, so really feel your body move through these two positions. Enjoy this movement this morning. Extend your warrior. And then come back up through warrior two. Turn the palms to the sky, open, working into the shoulders, and then turn the shoulders inward and the backs of the hands towards the floor. So inhale to open, exhale round. Inhale, exhale. Awesome, come back to warrior two. Lengthen that front leg, inch forwards, Trikonasana. And then float back up, bend your front knee, windmill the hands to the floor and drop your back knee to the mat. Keep your right hand where it is and peel the left arm up to the sky. Again, think of lengthening the crown of your head from your tailbone. So always this kind of space, idea of creating space between each of your vertebrae. And then bend your back knee, take your hand to your foot. If it's there for you, you can also use a strap. Release your back foot, both hands to the mat. Step into downward facing dog. And then bring your knees down to your mat and sit the hips down and back into child's pose. Just let your body be still and see what feels nice, whether you want your hands outstretched in front of you or whether you want the hands down by your feet. Allowing the shoulders to flop and the back of the body to open, the upper back and shoulders. Check in with your breath. Notice your heartbeat and where you can feel your heartbeat in the body. Awesome. Wherever you are, bring your hands back in front of you and gently rise up to your knees. So come to kneeling. And then slide the hips down to the floor and bring your legs out in front. Okay, so I'm going to take the right heel to your left hip and your left knee on top. So this might be enough, and that's awesome. Or you can shuffle that ankle of your left leg towards your opposite hip. So into cow face, Gomukhasana. So thinking of the knees like the nose of a cow and the feet like the ears. But this is also great. It's quite a strong hip opener. So take it at your own vibe today. And then raise your arms up overhead. Take your right elbow over your left. Backs of the hands come together, or you can bring your palms to touch. Roll the shoulders down your back, press the elbows away from you, and then lift the fingertips up to the sky. So really engaged, stretch through the back of your heart space. Rest your forehead against your thumbs. Deep breaths. Maybe inhale, lift the elbows up towards the sky. And if you want to exhale, draw the elbows down towards your knees, then go ahead. Just bowing down with humility to your beautiful journey, this life path, and all its ups and downs and corners and curves. Highs and lows. Coming back up, so raise the elbows, release the arms, give them a shake out. Then bring the sole of your left foot to the floor and either hug your knee or bring your elbow to that opposite thigh. Take your left hand behind you, press the fingertips into the floor. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. So use your left arm as like a second spine to lengthen. Gaze over the shoulder. If you want to take Gyan Mudra with the thumb and index finger together. It's really great for extra concentration and focus. This feeling of connectedness. Feel your body in space. And then come back through center, release, and we'll take it to the other side. So you can swivel, where you just keep your feet where they are and walk your hands around your body to the other side. Or just come into the posture on the other side in your own way. So we've got the left knee under, right knee on top, whichever variation feels best for you on this side. And then inhale the arms up. Bring your left elbow over the right this time. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press the elbows away and the fingertips high. Close your eyes and just feel your hips and your shoulders opening. And then with an inhale, lift the elbows up to the sky. And maybe exhaling the elbows down to your knees, bowing down in gratitude and humility. Knowing you are exactly where you need to be. And trusting your path and the learning that comes in every experience. Great. Lift the elbows back up, release the arms, give them a shake out. And bring the sole of your foot to the mat. And then left elbow across your right thigh. Right hand behind. Press the fingertips into the floor and gaze out over your right shoulder. And release. Back to face the front. Release the legs, give them a shake. And find your way down to lying on your back. Hug those knees in and gently rock side to side. Lift the feet up to the sky for waterfall. And if you want to, bring your hands beside your body and press up. Use your hands to support your hips coming into shoulder stand, then go ahead. But if you come into shoulder stand, keep staring up at your toes. Don't look at the screen. And you can equally take waterfall, which is also a really lovely inversion. So whatever's calling you today. And wherever you are, if you want to play with your legs positions, like get creative with splits or wide leg or anything else, then go ahead, have a play. And you can do this in waterfall or shoulder stand. So and when you're ready, you can come out or take any other posture here that feels good before we come into our final resting pose. So again, just taking anything that feels good in your body, good for you, or just find your way straight into Savasana, palms facing up to the sky. Get your blankets, your socks, anything that you want to make it cozy and comfy, if that is what's calling you. Lovely. When you get there, close your eyes. Invite your body to just surrender completely now. So letting go of any sense of control, of the breath, of the muscles, of anything else. Once you've settled into your Savasana, just allow yourself to be, maybe even without feeling the need to make minor adjustments or changes. Just let your body be still exactly as it is. Take a brief scan of your body and see if there's anywhere you can release tension from your head all the way down to your toes. And then from your toes all the way back up to your head. See if there's anywhere you can soften and surrender to this moment. This presence in Savasana, light awareness, resting in your body. Take a deep inhale, expand your belly. Let the breath invite movement back in from the very inside of you, and then let that movement slowly explore and expand into your extremities and the rest of your body. Just very slowly and mindfully wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll your head from side to side. Maybe bringing the arms overhead and stretching from your fingers to your toes. Or maybe hugging your knees into your chest and giving yourself a big hug. Make yourself into a ball. And then roll over to one side and just take a few breaths wherever you are, connecting to yourself. Once again, in preparation for the rest of your day. Knowing it's going to be an awesome day. Maybe with the eyes closed, slowly find your way up to seated. We'll meet with the hands together at heart center. Take your time, no hurry. Great. We'll close with an Om, so inhaling for Om. Om. Take a deep inhale. Exhale with a sigh through your mouth. Bow your head to your hands in gratitude to this practice and the history and ancestors and origin of this practice. Gratitude to you guys. Thank you for practicing with me on my birthday. And I will see you soon. Ask if you have any questions. Have a lovely day. Bye, lovelies.